on The Mom Show. Thanks so much for joining me. We're so happy to talk parenting, mom life, and everything that's happening right here in our backyard in the Santa Clarita Valley, Los Angeles. This show really made for moms here in the SCV, but loved and shared by moms everywhere. It is a long weekend, moms. How you doing with that? Do you have plans? Did you go ahead and sign up for some camps or get some crafts together for the kids to do? Because you're going to want to be busy. But I've got something great for you that's happening on our TVs. It's screen time of the right kind. It's educational and entertaining, informative. And you know that because it comes from KCET, which Southern Californians have loved for so many years. Are you familiar with Huell Hauser? Of course you know that name if you grew up here in California. California's Gold is one of our favorite shows. It's really a treasure in Southern California. And this Monday, KCET is presenting a marathon of shows that I am definitely going to be sitting down with my kids and watching. Check this out.
This President's Day, see a special National Parks Marathon of rare Huell Hauser.
Spectacular!
Starting at 8 a.m., see 7 hours of long, unseen episodes on Half Dome, Devil's Post Pile, and Yosemite Falls Trail.
Beautiful!
Celebrate President's Day with the Huell Hauser Marathon, starting February 19th at 8 a.m. only on KCET.
Yeah, how good does that sound? It's going to be so great. So all of the national parks in California that we want to make plans to take our family to. In my head, it looks so good, that kind of field trip with the family, right? Long car ride, or maybe we'll rent a motor home and we'll all go camp out, which will probably never happen. However, we can feel like we're right there if we're watching California's Gold, hosted by the late, great Huell Hauser, who we loved, with that distinct voice that you know so well. And, of course, his cameraman, Louie, that he always talked to. Do you remember him always shooting off camera? Or sometimes Louie would be in the shot, which is kind of strange since Louie is his longtime cameraman. So I'd like to know how Louie, how he got in the shot. But that famous line of saying, "Hey, Louie, look at this. Louie, look at this. Look at this, Louie." It was always that kind of catchphrase. There's even a channel on YouTube that's actually called, it says Huell Hauser's "Hey, Louie, look at this" channel. And it's just a bunch of bits together of him saying, "Hey, Louie." This is really funny. But so Louie Fuerte is his longtime cameraman. He has a new book out, and he has some great stories to share about being alongside with Huell all these years. So I definitely want you to check that out. And I was just talking to KCT about how wonderful I think this programming is on Monday. It's something great for the kids. It's like getting them outdoors without actually having to get them over the threshold of the front door, which is sometimes a challenge. And this is a really good way of bringing all of these national treasures right into your own living room with the whole family. And it's just, I also really appreciate quality programming that I know I can watch with the whole family, that I can have on with the kids in the room, and it's all going to be okay. You know, it's those rare TV shows that you know that you can watch, that nothing is going to happen that's going to freak out. When you know how my daughter Izzy is, she's scared of everything. So Monday, KCET, all day long. And what I'm hoping for today on the Mom Show is, thanks to KCET, we are hoping to hear from Louie Fuerte a little bit about his book. I have a couple of questions I wanted to ask him, and I asked if he wouldn't mind calling in, and they said he could. So I'm excited. He'll call in, and we'll find out a few things, like what in the world. I want to know if he has an amazing adventure, like his favorite day on set with Huell, that he can tell us about that no one's really asked him about yet. Like I want a gem. I want a hidden treasure. I want a treacherous something crazy that happened, or some inclement weather. I know we're talking California, but something crazy. And I want him to tell me this story about it on the Mom Show. See if he can give us some insight. But anyhow, so that's KCET on Monday. It's a marathon that I want you to check out. Now, jumping into the Mom Show, we have so much to talk about. I don't know how we're going to space this out. Luckily, my friend Janet Cirrus is here, and she actually is one of the more organized people I've ever met. So she helped me break down how our conversation is going to go. I've always been a proponent of parent involvement in the schools. So she and I are going to try to tackle that subject in, 10 or 15 short minutes, even though it's so much to talk about. But we're going to have her join us on the Mom Show so we can dive into that and talk about our local schools, Newhall School District, the last LCAP meeting, and a few things you can do to really make a difference in your kids' lives through your involvement with the school and the district. Also, we have Miss Kathy Copcutt coming on the show. You know her as BelAirMommy.com. Today she's reviewing Black Panther, which everybody seems to be wanting to see tonight. So she will fill us in on how it was, because she, of course, already saw it, because she's the coolest. And also what's happening at Universal Studios. There are new things for parents and kids right now that I had no idea. I follow her on Instagram. I hope you do too. It's at BelAirMommy. And she posts up these pictures. If you keep up with Kathy Copcutt, then you're basically going to keep up with all that's current and cool and happening for families and mommies in Los Angeles. She is absolutely everywhere. That's fabulous. And she was up at Universal Studios celebrating with a whole new attraction that I had never even heard of before. And she's going to fill us in all about that. And then lastly on the Mom Show, who ate chocolate yesterday? Hello. Now, I know this is weird because Lent and Valentine's Day landed on, or Ash Wednesday and Valentine's Day on the same day, which has never happened before. Lori was filling me in on all of these different things that's happening. Like Easter's on April Fool's, which is just kind of weird, right? And then Ash Wednesday was on Valentine's Day. So if you gave up sugar for Lent, then your Valentine's Day might have been a little different this year. So, but if you did go ahead and indulge and imbibe, like, you know what, can I tell you how I classed it up last night for my husband on Valentine's Day? I had him put the kids to bed, which was like a gift to me, from me. And then I went out and got a slice of chocolate cake from Claim Jumpers. Because you know that thing. Have you seen that chocolate cake at Claim Jumpers? It's as big as a baby. I mean, it's giant. I got one of those and 2 forks and then a bottle of red wine. And I came home and I'm like, are the kids asleep? Yes, I'm home. And so we had chocolate cake, the Olympics on, and red wine. So I think we were both quite happy with how Valentine's Day turned out. But now what? We wake up and we're like, ugh. Sugar overload. Oh, why did I do it? And even though it's fun, it kind of, takes its toll on you, especially when you get to a certain age in your life. And so my friend Angie Stewart is an amazing nutritionist and fitness expert who's agreed to come on the show and help me detox. She has something that we can do in 24 hours, exactly what to eat, like recipes, links. You'll get a little mini menu of what you could do for 24 hours to detox, cleanse, and get rid of all the gunk that we put into our bodies, whatever it was. See's candy. Oh, I love See's candy. Chocolate cake from Claim Jumpers, whatever it may have been, red wine, martinis, however you like to do it. And get that on out of our systems so that we can feel a little bit more energetic because we do have a long weekend ahead of us. Also, she has a special program that she does offer to her clients. It's a 10-day cleanse, and it's usually, I think it's usually like $19.99. She said she'd give us a 50% discount. She's going to give it to us like $10 or $5, something ridiculous. So she promised a good offer, so she's going to bring that onto the Mom Show for us today. Okay, so I set us up really nicely. All right, so now we can jump into it. Janet Sears joining the Mom Show here. Do you have a microphone? Give this lady a microphone. Thank you so much for being here. How are you today?
Good. How are you, Kristin? Thank you so much for having me here.
Of course.
This is so exciting for me.
You know what? It really made so much sense to have you on the show. I don't know why I didn't think about it earlier. Here, I'm going to... No, don't turn off the air conditioning, Cody, for the love of all things big and small. I'm moving over to the... It's so hot. I know it's supposed to be winter, but this is ridiculous.
He probably wants us to carry out that whole Valentine's Day heat.
Yeah, I guess so. It's all no way, man. Okay, so you know what? And apparently, let's see. Here we go. So we've got to check in on what's happening in our school district. And my first thought when I reached out to Janet was because we had an LCAP meeting, and that. I was getting emails and texts from girlfriends saying, like, please attend. We need parents to come. And the funny thing is that in my thought, I was like, I know how important some of these meetings can be. I've been at them as a representative for a foundation at our school. But I think that some people don't even know what that is or why that's important or what it means. You know, I mean, and so I really wanted us to kind of dive in and talk about a few things to explore what these meetings are or what we can do. So let's start with this. There was a recent LCAP meeting. We're kind of going back to front.
Yeah.
There was a recent LCAP meeting, and there were so many things covered, but because Janet's so involved, and she was there, and she's super smart, you can kind of break out a couple of the really important or influential pieces from that meeting for us parents here.
Yeah. So, it was very interesting to be at this meeting because it happens to be after all these years that I've been involved with my kids in school. It was my actually first LCAP meeting. And one of the reasons for that was because usually the meetings are held in the evening time.
Yes.
And, just like any other parents, we have kids and sometimes, we don't have anywhere to put our kids, right?
Right.
So this time they actually offered a couple of sessions and then I was able to actually attend the 8:30 one in the morning, which was
Nice.
after drop off, we show up. So
They have coffee at least?
yes, they did.
There you go. All you need to do is tell me there's coffee, and I'm at
They
the
actually
meeting.
had chocolates laid out.
Oh my
so which was
gosh.
really great.
Smart.
So we got there, and my first question was just raising my hand, saying, to start everything off, what does LCAP stand for?
There you go. That
Right?
is, yes.
Like these
I'm
big
so
words,
glad.
like, I'm a mom. Can you please explain to me what it is?
Oh, yeah.
So basically, the official name for that is Local Control Accountability Plan.
Oh, I like
So-
the sound of that.
Right?
Yeah.
So let's put it in our daily life. So basically what it is that, when we have to plan for a year, like when the new year comes and we have to look at our financial needs and kind of figure out what our priority is going to be, it's basically what it is for the district
Okay.
and for our school. And one of the important things that I learned is that there is a state level standards that they start off from, and then the district has to meet that standard, and then they work with the school to build our goal.
Okay.
And what we as a parents need to do in these LCAP meetings are find out what the plan was last year, what's the progress of the plan, right? And to reprioritize or make recommendations in terms of what should be our priority
Right.
for next year.
Okay.
So, as you could imagine, it was a very important meeting.
Yeah, because that's everything.
That's
It's
everything.
everything.
It's everything.
Okay.
And had I not gone to this meeting, I had no idea there's all these tiers of requirements we have to meet, and there's all these restrictions it's out there, because we often think, well, my voices are not going to be heard.
Right.
I go to these meetings and say all these things, but nothing really happens.
Right.
So guess what?
Yeah.
We need to be at these meetings.
Yeah, that's the way to get
Yeah.
it. Yeah, we
Yeah.
can't just sit back and complain about it. There's something we can do, and
Yeah.
that's one of the ways you can get in there.
Right. You get in there and they show you all the plans from last year in terms of how the district is recommending the money to be spent.
Okay.
And it turns out every year, people who go to these LCAP meetings as a parent, it could be anybody. And another interesting thing is you don't have to be a parent at the school to attend these meetings.
Yes, you're kidding.
I did not know
So we
that.
can even, so if we're just an interested
You just have to be a community member.
educator, a community
No,
member.
you don't even have to be an educator. You could just live in the neighborhood and you care about the school and the education, and you could go to these meetings and you could simply raise your hand and say, hey, I have something to say.
All right, guys. So this is called involvement, people.
Yes.
So
Yes.
you can get involved.
Right.
It's important to do that. And as you can see, just by attending one of the meetings that we're invited to, we're invited. They're welcome, chocolates and coffee and the whole nine.
Yeah.
You get to learn actually the entire scope of how they run our schools for the year. It really is.
Exactly.
That's so. And was there anything that stuck out for you in this meeting or changes? You said there were some changes to
Yes.
testing or some qualifying.
So,
Okay.
when we look for new houses,
Yes.
those of us with kids, we look at, hey, where do I want to move to?
Right.
I want to look at the school ranking.
Right.
So we are so used to looking at APIs.
Okay.
Right?
Rep. Yes.
So those are all the academic scores. And,
Yes.
we don't want to label our children in the neighborhood for, hey, they're working hard, they're, academically strong. But essentially that's what it was, right?
Right.
Now the entire state of California is switching that, or they have changed that.
Oh, wow.
And get this, effective December 1st of 2017.
Oh.
It changed.
I didn't even know that.
We didn't know
And
that.
I am so. And I fancy myself a super involved person at the school too.
The way of evaluating has changed. What used to be like scores from 1 to 10, 10
Yeah.
being the highest,
Yeah.
now has all that numbers are gone, and it's
man.
performance evaluation.
And what does that mean?
What that means is that they are judging, or I don't want to say judging. That's
Okay.
probably the wrong word
No,
to
it's-
use.
no, it's not.
They
Yeah.
evaluate each school with different categories of requirements, and they even care about. It's important. Attendance is one.
Uh-huh.
Suspension is another.
Interesting.
Did you know that?
No.
That was quite interesting.
Yeah.
So they look at every facts of not only testing of where we stand academically, they look at the demographics of students. They look at, hey, are the kids going to school? Wow. And, what are the school administrators doing about it?
Right.
What are parents doing about it?
Right. Okay.
So
I
now,
like that.
so there's different tiers of information.
Yeah.
And then instead of scoring them, they are now color coding them.
Well, all right then. Okay. It's funny because I thought the last thing we did was take the red pens out of school. So now we're putting the colors right back in.
So, being curious me.
Yeah.
I went on to...
Janet. She'll put her hand up. When we're all thinking the thought, we just have the little thought bubbles. She'll actually say it out loud. Be like, excuse me. I love that about you. That's why I have you here.
I did.
Yes.
I raised my hand and said, excuse me.
Yeah.
How are we color coding ourselves here?
Yeah.
So based on the matrix that they have built, which is available, all these details are available
You
at
read
the
my mind.
Newhall School. Well, for us, it's a Newhall School District.
Newhall
right?
School District
So
website.
Newhall School District. If you go to the website, on the very bottom of the main home page, you can actually find all these details for the new standards and how it works.
I'm writing it
and how
down.
to understand it, which is absolutely phenomenal information.
Okay,
for the
that's going in my
parents.
blog, and we will actually try to get the link. You think we can get the link for the Newhall School District website? That would be
Yeah.
awesome.
And
You can
we
put that on the
actually
Facebook
have
page.
our. They have actually started scoring or evaluating
Already.
all the schools.
course.
So I mean, because if you think about it,
Interesting.
half the school year is gone. Probably
Yeah.
what we only have a quarter left now.
It's a flash.
Yes.
Cannot believe
Yes.
how fast.
So
Okay.
they're color coded from like red. The red
is
being the
interesting.
lowest rating.
Okay.
Yellow, orange, green, blue, and blue being the highest rating.
Okay.
And luckily, our local schools are kind of sliding at the blue,
We're doing
which
good?
is really great.
We're doing good? Okay,
We're
good.
We're doing good.
Good job.
But
Yes.
from researching all that and talking to the district administrators, I also found out something very interesting.
What?
We've always thought that, Newhall School District, we're doing really good. Our scores are really high.
Right.
So did you know that our ELA level for a certain grade level are not as quite as high as we want it to be?
No. Really?
I mean, of course, we are still surpassing the average.
Okay.
But looking at other scoring of evaluations that we do with our students, like math and, ELA, English is kind of struggling, it looks like.
Interesting.
So,
Did they talk about that?
yes, they did.
Yes, good.
And guess what else they're doing about it? The more important thing is that they have actually started implementing a new program. They're developing a new program. And matter of fact, my son's teacher actually got recruited into the district office. So we lost our wonderful teacher.
Yes, I heard about that. Yes.
But yeah, so part of the program is that they want to really beef up and vamp up the ELA program to
Excellent.
really boost that program and see some results.
happy
And
to hear
also, this information also is available on the district website. And interestingly enough, they have a full document if you have time to read 167 pages.
If you're
But-
usually a corporate CEO over here or something like
But
then-
there's a way to Google it.
Yes,
I mean, there's a
okay.
way to search it within the document to
Okay.
tell you what they're doing about it, and they have a phenomenal plan in place. And they're working hard about it.
I want you all to know that Janet is giving us her time. She is so busy. You're actually you're always at school, and because my
So it's what it
kids
seems
aren't
like,
sure
right?
if you're a teacher or a mom because they see you so much. And she's also the chief program officer at engagedlearningcenter.org, which is a nonprofit. I would love for you to check out her website. The mama who put this together all on her own because she just loves our kids and loves to make sure that their futures and their education secure. It's truly amazing about hands-on learning. Please go check that out, engagedlearningcenter.org. I want to talk more with Janet. We already talked about how we could probably go on all day long and
yes.
talk about this subject.
Yes.
It's like taking a pick up and drop off parent chatter to a whole new level because we're
Right.
basically doing that. And however, also we've got this great concrete information. Let's see. You know what? I am going to have you come back another time because
I will love to.
we have so much to talk about on the Mom Show today, and these subjects are so important. This is a show for moms in the SCV, And so I really want to make sure that we dive in more. Would you come back again sometime?
Oh, absolutely. I would love to.
Literally do a whole hour on this.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
For sure.
Okay, so go to our Facebook page right now as we're live streaming. Get that link for the Newhall School District if you want to check that out. And then please do check out engagelearningcenter.org and learn more about what Janet's doing. I think it's absolutely fabulous. I'm so impressed with you. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me here.
Really appreciate it. We're the Mom Show on your hometown station, KHTS.
The best live theater can be found right here in the Santa Clarita Valley. The Canyon Theater Guild has been entertaining audiences for decades with top quality musicals and plays. Located on Main Street in Old Town Newhall, CTG also offers workshops for the young actor in your family. For more information, call the box office at 799-2702 or go online to canyontheater.org.
The Santa Clarita Artists Association has a new gallery in downtown Newhall on 6th Street between Main and Railroad, right across from the Canyon Theater Guild. The gallery features our members' paintings, sculptures, and one-of-a-kind handcrafted gift items. Whether you're an art lover, buyer, or an artist wishing to join, visit our website at santaclaritaartist.org, come to our free monthly meetings at Barnes & Noble, or stop by the gallery. For upcoming events and exhibits, check us out at santaclaritaartist.org. We make visual art visible.
There's only one Santa Clarita plastic surgeon who is Yale trained and board certified, Dr. Justin Heller.
To be a board certified plastic surgeon like myself, what that truly entails is about 5 to 7 years of honed surgical training in reconstructive, all areas, as well as aesthetic, so which means your facelifts, your breast augmentations, your body contouring, true training, and board certification. In fact, that's the only board certified area that can be achieved in this realm.
Dr. Justin Heller, warm, understanding, always available for guidance because he's local. HellerPlasticSurgery.com.
Hometown. KHTS breaking news.
If you're noticing a lot of police activity in the Saugus High School area, that's because there was a soft lockdown on the high school due to information that had been relayed to Santa Clarita Valley Sheriff's Station deputies. As a precautionary measure, the deputies were on the scene checking everything out on the campus. For full details, go to hometownstation.com.
Now FM, 98.1 FM and AM 1220, your hometown station.
Look at this, Louie. Look over here, Louie.
Louie, look over here, Louie. It's the Mom Show with Kristin Cruz. We're talking President's Day weekend on Monday, Huell-Hauser's California's Gold all-day marathon. Thank you, KCET, for some awesome programming for our kids coming up this President's Day weekend. And we have Louis Fuertes himself on the phone with us today. How are you, Louis?
I'm doing great. It's,
man.
Here, but it's great.
I am so happy to have you on the show. You have become a part of California's history and Hollywood history with the entertainment that you've given us over the years. I just want to start off saying thank you as a LA native, just like you are. I am too, and my mom. And we just grew up watching these shows, and I feel like I've been on so many adventures with you, and you didn't even know I was there. But you and Huell-Hauser really were a dynamic duo. And I just wonder if you could, I know you've got a million stories, which is, of course, you guys, why he wrote the book, Louis, Look at This, right?
Right.
That, of course, because he's, take a look at this, Louis. Take a look at this. Because, you know, he has so many wonderful adventures he needed to share. So he put it in a book, thank goodness, which we can get. We put the link up on our Facebook page right now so that you can find it, because I think it's a great read. But, Louis, could you take us back to the very beginning of this amazing relationship, this bromance on TV? The first time that you met Huell, do you remember the day?
Yes, I remember the day. I was in the KCT commissary and having lunch, and all of a sudden I hear this real heavy Southern voice, which was not used to hearing. And I look up, and it's Huell-Hauser, and I had seen him on Channel 2 before, so it was quite interesting. And I went up and talked to him, and told him that I had seen him on Channel 2, and we talked for a little bit, and I said, hopefully someday we'll get the chance to work together.
Really? And then how soon did you guys, first of all, when you're having that little conversation in the commissary, I wish I could have been there to see that. Was there an instant click with your personalities? Did you guys have a nice moment? Did it feel like you'd be friends?
It felt very comfortable, very easygoing, easy to talk to. And about a week later, I look at my schedule, and here I am, assigned to shoot with Hugh Hauser.
That is a true Hollywood story, right there.
Right.
I mean, if you have a dream or you're interested in something, you just go up and talk to the person that you've been watching on TV. Next thing you know, you're working with them. You're shooting for them. That's the coolest story.
Work with a lot of celebrities and stuff like that at KCET, but Hugh, it grew into a very great, wonderful professional relationship, and it was a lot of fun.
Wow. Take us inside some of those rides when you were, we all wish we were there we could be you for a day with Yule out there riding to your destination to do your shoots. Was that a time when you would discuss the shots, or you would plan the show together when you're driving out to your destinations? What were you guys doing?
Actually, when we would get in the car and we drive off, and he would ask me, how you been, what you've been doing, what you've been shooting, stuff like that, and very casual. He didn't want to know too much about what we were shooting. For instance, we knew we were going to go to the Golden Gate Bridge, meet some people there, and he always wanted this being surprised. Oh my gosh! Oh, it's amazing! That type of. He just wanted to be excited about it, and so we didn't talk too much about how we were going to shoot it or anything like that. That was kind of in my department, but it was a lot of fun to work with.
So you kind of took his interest and vision, and then you're the one that kind of crafted it and put it together.
Right. We were so totally opposites. He loved being in front of the camera. He loved talking to people. He just loved it. And felt I was quiet, shy, behind-the-scenes type person that just wanted to be as artistic with the camera as possible. So we had that great relationship that really worked well with us. And it was just about making him and the story and telling the story.
Well, you guys did the best job ever. We absolutely loved watching the shows for so many years. And although you're not the one to want to be in front of the camera, the ham in front of the camera, he did pull you in there a few times. Yes, I've seen some footage of you being pulled in there. Take a look at this, Louie, and then you actually did. So
yeah, he would catch me by surprise because he knew I didn't want to be in front of the camera, and so he would surprise me with his little small camera, and I got on the air a couple of times.
There's a whole YouTube channel that actually is called "You Take a Look at This." Take a look at this, and somebody actually took the time. An ardent fan took the time to edit together probably 150 clips of just Huel saying, "Take a look at this." Hey, take a look at this. Louie, take a look at this. I mean, you have to see it. I'm gonna send your publicist the link. I'm gonna send it over to KCET because you've got to see it. It's hilarious.
Yes, it's. I tell you, I've met some really wonderful, interesting people, and I never thought it'd come to this.
Yeah.
But it's been an adventure, I tell you.
It's been an amazing adventure. I'm so glad that you captured it all on film. And cameraman Louis Fuerte, also a producer, a friend, a director, a storyteller at California's one of our most treasured shows from KCET, California's Gold. Now, you of course had to write a book about it because you had so many stories to tell. Let's talk about the book real quick. Of course, it's called Take a Look at This, Louie. And in it, what do you have in there?
Yeah, Chapman, when they honored Hugh with the doctorate, they asked me to receive it for him. And I was amazed at how many thousands of people were there. And it's just, they saw what was happening, and they said, you need to write a book about your adventures because it was just you and Huel. Mm-hmm. And I kind of know the quirky stories that happened behind the scenes, like Huel riding off into the sunset and falling off a horse and little things like that.
He fell off a horse?
Yes, we were shooting a story on Buffalo Soldiers, and it was kind of, he came up to me and says, what do you think for a closing shot to put our credits and all that kind of stuff? And I said, well, beautiful sunset, nice valley. Why don't I get a shot of you guys riding off into the sunset? And so he did. Halfway into the shot, he fell off the horse.
Oh, my gosh.
And
oh, no.
He didn't want to do a take two, so no one ever saw that.
That beautiful shot that you had created for him. It never happened.
Right.
Oh, that is funny. Was Huel a horse rider? Did he know how to ride a horse, or did you just throw him on there just because it was a good idea? Do you have any idea what he was doing?
He wasn't much of a rider like myself. I hadn't ridden a horse in my life, and we shot some stories where in Yosemite where we had to ride for half a day to get to the location, and I tell you, it was...
Oh my
Boy, I don't know how they do it.
Wow, I know. My daughter just started riding horses, and I completely don't get it. But the people who do get it, it's a special kind of love, a special kind of thing they have with their horse. It's a beautiful thing. So, Louis, did you ever watch the shows when they did air? Did you actually go ahead and turn on your TV and watch your shows that you created with Huel after, or when you guys were finished, did you just kind of walk away creatively and you were done? Did you like watching it?
Well, there was the times where I wanted to watch a specific show to see how technically it came together and stuff like this.
Yeah.
And, because there were times where I would have to stop Huel because something wasn't working, and so I'd pick it up from a different angle so it maybe would look like a two-camera shoot or something like that. And so I would look at the shows, too, for artistic, technical quality, and but I did enjoy the shows because I learned so much about California. I'm a native Californian, and my parents were from Mexico, but I was born here, and I love history, and I learned so much about this great state of ours. It's just awesome.
It is awesome. And can you believe that you ended up here in this Hollywood life shooting this amazing show that's literally a part of history in our libraries?
Whoever thought it'd come to this, and but it was a learning process, and I've learned so much, and I've met some really wonderful people here in California.
Well, Louis, good things happen to good people. We are, you're one of the good ones, and we are so blessed to have you. Thank you so much for making great programming for all these years. And Huel is so missed and by so many of us, and I can't wait to read more stories about you and he in your book. I'm so glad you wrote it. Take a look at this, Louis. Take a look at this, Louis.
Look at this, Louis. Look over here, Louis.
Over here, Louis.
There he is.
There you go. California's Gold. We all love the show. It's the marathon coming up on Monday. KCET doing it for us for the President's Day weekend. The whole family can listen, watch, and learn together about, like Louis said, this amazing state we have and all that it has to offer. I really appreciate you joining the show today, Louis. It was so much fun talking to you, and hopefully we can touch base again in the future and check in and see what you're working on next.
We will. Thank you so much for having me.
All right. Thanks, Louis. Take care. Bye-bye. You guys, President's Day weekend this weekend, so you've got this to, I can't wait to read more stories. It's going to be good. And this is such a rich part of our history for our kids. I mean, it's so cool that, it kind of mixes what we're all about here. Even in the Santa Clarita Valley, there's a little bit of Hollywood, a little bit of country, and a whole lot of love for California, and it's all rolled up in one. When you get a show like this, and Louis sharing it with us, I just love that. All right, next up on the Mom Show, Are you ready to shake off your Valentine's Day hangover? And I do mean like a chocolate hangover. Like I get too much sugar and I just feel horrible the next day. Well, Angie Stewart is going to help us out. She's going to help us clear and cleanse our systems. Now, she's hardcore. Let me tell you what. She's one of those girlfriends that, when I first met her, I was like, oh, she's one of those girls, where she's like the perfect body. She's gorgeous. She's a mom, but she owns her own business. And she's like celebrity trainer and all this rolled up in one. I'm like, there's no way she has to work hard for that because nobody can work that hard. She must have been born that way. She must have had to be that way. Like, she probably eats pizza every night. The truth is, she's actually like Iron Woman. She kills it. She lives by what she teaches, and she has some fabulous tips for us. And I swear to you, if you do what she says, you will see results. Don't look at me. I'm not an example of it. This was not the magic that happens when you do what Angie tells you. But if you do it, it's really transformative. And I can't wait to talk to her coming up. And also Kathy Copcott from BellerMommy.com giving us some entertainment reviews. That's next on The Mom Show on your hometown station, KHTS.
Did you know that SCVI has the only international baccalaureate program in our community? That means that students at Santa Clarita Valley International Public Charter School can participate in very rigorous classes run by highly trained and skilled international teachers. They work with kids to become active, compassionate, and lifelong learners. Students with IB diplomas at select colleges can graduate with a full year credit at their university. Schedule a tour today online at scvi-k12.org or by calling 705-4820.
Did you know that nearly 1 in 3 women will experience domestic violence in her lifetime? And in Santa Clarita, our community supports its own domestic violence center with a shelter home, 24-hour crisis hotline, and bilingual counseling programs. If you or someone you know needs help, we're here. The 24-hour crisis hotline number is 259-HELP. For more information, go to dvcsantaclarita.com because no one should tolerate domestic violence. 259-HELP.
The Las Vegas shooting created awareness for all of us. Awareness to upgrade security at concerts, awareness for clearly marked exit signs, awareness on how to evacuate safely, and awareness to have tighter hotel security. The law offices of Owen Patterson Owen are working diligently with Las Vegas victims to prevent future tragedies from occurring, as well as protecting the rights of Las Vegas victims to receive financial assistance for their ordeal. If you know someone impacted by the shooting, visit opolaw.com.
Hometown. KHTS breaking news.
If you're noticing a lot of police activity in the Saugus High School area, that's because there was a soft lockdown on the high school due to information that had been relayed to Santa Clarita Valley Sheriff's Station deputies. As a precautionary measure, the deputies were on the scene checking everything out on the campus. For full details, go to hometownstation.com.
Now FM 98.1 FM and AM 1220. Your hometown station.
It's The Mom Show with Kristin Cruz on your hometown station. KHTS, I almost just did my old thing, and I swear to you, I'm having so much fun, and we're so in the groove, and we have so much good content. I almost just said, it's KOST 103. I swear I almost did. It was around the tip of my tongue. I used to host the morning show on KOST, so that may be why you recognize my voice or you're familiar with my name at all, but I'm really, really stoked to be doing this new show here in the Santa Clarita Valley for moms here, but really loved by moms everywhere. And Angie Stewart's a West Side mama who has transformed some lives with her amazing nutritional help, her exercise programs, and she does it so that it's doable, it's achievable, and it's obtainable. It's on our fingertips. She's such a smart and savvy friend. How are you today, honey? Thank you so much for being on the show.
Well, thank you, and thank you for that introduction. I heard you talking that I was coming, and I started doing some squats and some lunges to get ready. I was like, wow, I have to live up to this.
She does. She has these groups on Facebook, like, have you done your burpees today? And I'm like, come on, break. But she walks the talk, and we don't always get that here in La La Land. So it's just so nice to have you. She is the real deal. So Angie Stewart Fitness is the website that you want to check out. There is a 10-day detox there. You can go the full thing, and I have done her detoxes, and they're amazing. But Angie, I called you because, specifically, my friend, because I went and got a clam jumper chocolate cake. God, I feel so guilty when I tell Angie what I eat. Seriously. I'm in one of her Facebook groups, and I feel guilty so much.
No, don't feel guilty. I say just make up for it. Today is a new day, and there's, your next decision, your next choice can make up for that.
Okay, so I need to start making some good choices then, because I've got to work off what I've been doing. So I asked Angie, is there something we can do to detox quickly? Get all the red wine and chocolate cake out. Help me out, friend. So what do we do?
Here's what you do. This is what I did this morning. This is what I do most days of the week. I get up. I take a lemon, just a fresh organic lemon. If you can get organic, that's always optimal. Okay. Cut the peel off. Throw it in your high-speed blender, add 8 ounces of water, add a little bit of cayenne. If you want to add some other spices or something else that you love, put that in there. Throw some ice in there if you like it chilled. Blend it up and drink that baby. And it is amazing. What? It will definitely wake you up. It will definitely cleanse out your system. And it'll give you that energy instead of that, that go-to cup of coffee. I love my coffee. I love my lattes. I have my little frother.
She does. She lives. She's not a saint. She's a real live mom in real life.
I'm a real live mom.
Yes.
I mean, to tell you the truth, I am still drinking I don't know what cup of coffee it is.
Exactly.
Maybe my second cup of coffee. It's still, I don't know where it is. It's somewhere in my house.
Exactly.
I don't know where it is.
Exactly. It's been warmed up 4 times,
Exactly.
Yeah, I have that same cup of coffee every day. Okay, but Angie, it's 1 lemon peeled and then throw it into the Vitamix or whatever you have, right? Just 1 lemon?
Yeah, 1 lemon. I, rather than peel it, I just cut off the skin because that's easier.
Me too.
Throw the whole thing in there. Add 8 ounces of water.
Okay.
You know what? You could just do that. You could add some ice and you could be done. But I like to add a little cayenne. Sometimes, I add a little bit of something else.
And what does that do for us? What does that do for our body if we put that in there first?
Well, there's very few things that a lemon won't do. I think I heard you say you indulge in a little bit of wine, maybe a little bit of chocolate.
Yeah, maybe.
Lemon is great for detoxing the liver, and of course, that is going to make a difference in everything. So that's the first thing. It's great for glowing skin. It's just great for awakening every cell in your body.
Okay, I love that. So put that in your body first before you throw anything else in there. And then what do we do next? If we're going to do 24 hours of trying to flush out, what can we do then?
Yeah.
What do we do now?
So then you just don't eat. The rest of the day, you just don't eat anything.
Stop it, Angie.
And then you just pass out, and then it's all good, right? Who needs us? We're moms. Does anybody need us? You know what? I don't even know. Okay, no.
Stop it.
We cannot do that. Do not do that. In fact,
do not do that.
You mentioned this 10-day detox.
Yes.
And I only did this 10-day detox because so many people said, I need a detox. Give me a detox. So I said, okay, you know what? I'll give you one, but it's a real food detox. It's the most cleansing foods on the planet.
It is. I've done it. It's so good.
It's arugula, leeks, zucchini, sweet potato, grapefruit, hemp seed, cucumber. You name it.
It's so good.
On there, and it's sequenced in a way that you can actually use it and love it and, feel good. Isn't that what we want? We want to feel good.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? So we can't not eat. So so let's go back. You had your little juice, and then later on, of course you're getting hungry. Okay, so what can you do? Can you make a smoothie? Yeah, you can make a smoothie. Maybe you want some food. Maybe you can make an easy soup on the detox, or let's see, that's on there, but I can also send you. Well, let's see.
Well, if you go to Angie Stewart Fitness, if you go to AngieStewartFitness.com, we'll put the link in our Facebook post right now where we're live streaming. Click sign up, and you can just pick whichever way you want to go. There's a 7-day sleigh you can sign up for. These are components that have taken that Angie's time and expertise in what she does for celebrity clients and put it into a nice, neat package for us on a website where we can just click it from our phone, literally download it, buy it, and be on the road to awesome, like that. So you have a 10-day detox, a 7-day sleigh, a VIP community subscription where like-minded moms all get together and talk about how we can, help support each other, which is one of the most fun groups that I've ever been a part of on Facebook. Makes Facebook fun again. And then all of her workouts and videos that are exclusive to you if you get these things that you can only get them. So please check that out to get yourself on the road to awesome in long form. But as far as what to do just tomorrow morning, that lemon recipe, I'm going to put that up on the blog. Then make yourself a quick little soup. I swear, my Vitamix could basically feed me all day long if I just throw stuff in there and blend it different ways, right? Chop up a salad, right? Drink water.
It's easy. Yeah, it's easy. Yeah. I mean, you can do like a carrot ginger soup. That's on there also.
I love that soup. That is so good. Janet Sears is still with us here. She's all, that sounds amazing.
I'm all ears.
Yeah. She's taking notes. Yes. She's writing it down. Yes, we are all yours, Angie. Oh,
let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it. I love it. Angie, thank you so much for popping in here and helping us detox and giving us a little hope after Valentine's Day. Can I just ask you, did you indulge at all on Valentine's Day? Anything?
Did I indulge?
A little something?
Yes. What did I have? I did. Last night, my husband and I shared. Now, it was made of cashew milk. Because I'm plant-based, but it was a delicious plant-based cookies and cream ice cream out of this world. Well, nice cream is what I call it. But it's amazing. And it was, it was great. You should try
Where did you get it, or did you make it? Don't tell me you made it.
No, I
did
not make
Superwoman.
That. It's, oh my gosh, the brand, it's either, I think it's So Delicious, or it's, so I don't know. It's at Ralph's. It's at your regular grocery store. I didn't even get it at Whole Foods or a special market. It's just go in your grocery section. They have tons and tons of great new products, all these plant-based, not ice creams that are a little bit better for you, but taste just as indulgent.
Mm-hmm. If you've ever been curious about maybe trying a vegetarian lifestyle or plant-based high protein from plants, yes, it's a real thing, lifestyle, then Angie is also a really great way to kind of find out more about it. You can get her newsletter and just read about it, or you can reach out to Angie Stewart Fitness, email her anytime, or follow her on Instagram. Her Instagram is so motivational. Just that alone will make you want to achieve more every day for yourself and do better to feel better. Angie, you're so much fun to have in my life. I'm so happy that I know you. Thank you for popping on the show last minute. I swear to you that tomorrow morning I'm going to wake up and I'm going to drink that blended lemon cayenne water thing, and I'm going to start my day off right. If we do one thing for ourselves, just at least try that in the morning, right?
Start there, and then you'll want to do maybe something extra.
Yep, because you want to ruin this good start that you had to the day.
That's right.
Just do that. All right, Angie. We're going to talk to you again soon, and I want to hear what TV show, what thing you're doing next, where I can see you, all that good stuff when you come on the show next, okay?
Awesome. All right. Well, thank you so much, Kristin.
Bye. Thanks, honey. Talk to you soon.
Bye.
Bye. Angie Stewart, you guys, AngieStewartFitness.com, the creator of Road to Awesome. I'm telling you, it is amazing. And she literally squeezed this interview in between two clients. How annoying is that? Like, she's so fit. She's super successful. She's just really in demand. So she was so busy. One of her clients happened to get one of these colds that's going around right now. I know everybody's sick. And so she happened to cancel so she could pop on the show and give us that quick tip for detoxing. Now, we are supposed to talk to Kathy Cupcut on the phone. Cody, was she ever able to squeeze in because we were so busy? Yeah? No?
I think we missed her.
Kathy, we
if she
missed
calls
her.
back, we'll have a minute or so, but we're just running up.
We missed Kathy Cupcut. No. All right, listen, there's something big happening at Universal Studios Hollywood, and Kathy has pictures up on Instagram at Bel Air Mommy. So make sure you check out our Facebook live stream. Let's put in a link. If you can find Kathy Cupcut's Instagram link or the Bel Air Mommy at the BelAirMommy.com is where you can read about it. But her pictures are so great. Really, honestly, just follow her because it's fun. It's like, I wish that it was like a small purse dog that she could just put in her hand and just take me with her everywhere she goes. She has so much fun. And, I don't even have to go out anymore. I can just stay in my, pajama pants and just live through Kathy vicariously. So there's a lot rocking over at Universal Studios Hollywood. She'll fill you in on that. And I really wanted to get her review of Black Panther, but can I just say I'm sure it's amazing. There's my professional film critic summed up. Thank you. Yes. Please, it's fierce. And everybody's going to go tonight to see it because, movies don't open on Fridays anymore. They open on Thursdays.
Well,
so.
Technically, today is Friday, right?
Right, absolutely. Today is Friday. I act like it's Friday. It's my Friday. But yeah, woo! We've got that 4-day weekend, so don't forget to don't take your kid to school tomorrow if you have the day off.
Nor Monday, right?
Nor Monday. Please don't show up on Monday either. We squished all the holidays together. Check with your school calendar. Please go to their website. And by the way, can I just toss out there, go to your, whatever your group is, your PTA group or your booster club group or your foundation group. They have a website. They have a Facebook page. We're all very progressive about it. We want to get the word out to you. And find out and just stay informed. Stay informed so you can connect.
Yeah, just take 5 minutes of your day.
Absolutely.
And just go to the website and take a look at what's going on.
Exactly.
Get yourself involved.
That alone, you'll feel so much more connected and in the know and confident to go mix it up with people and be a part of what's going on. So do that alone. Like every morning, we're going to have Angie's lemon juice thing, and then we're going to check our school's website in the morning, and then we're going to have great days every day. That's just how it's
Yeah, and you know what? One thing to add to that is just ask your child, how do you want me to be involved?
That's a great question, Janet.
Right?
That's a
some
really
people,
good idea.
some kids don't want moms showing up at the school.
That's true. Some kids won't let you leave them, like my daughter. Okay, we love our kids, and we're all about mom's life, making it better, more beautiful. Come back for another show next time. It's live 12 to 1 Thursdays on your hometown station with me, Kristin Cruz, on Kate.
We know you've made some New Year's resolutions, and so did the Church on the Way, Santa Clarita.